Greetings all. Welcome to our English class. I hope all of you are in pinkish of your health. Well, after revising all the three tenses, present tense, past tense, future tense, and four chapters of literature, I have designed two practice worksheets to make you recap and introspect yourselves. So, let us discuss and correct all the answers of two worksheets one by one. So, practice worksheet 1. You can tally your answers with this answer key. First question is, why should we cheer for the old Gumby cat? The option A is because she proves a popular belief that cats are the laziest and most selfish pets, because she is the best looking cat in the world, and the C option is because she is not lazy like her owner's family thinks, but works very hard to make sure that they are not disturbed when they are asleep at night by keeping the mice busy. So the correct answer for question 1 is C, because she is not like her owner's family thinks, but works very hard to make sure that they are not disturbed when they are asleep at night by keeping the mice busy. Hope you are understanding about old Gumby cat, what happened to her and what she used to do, right? Now, question 2. What qualities are important for Jenny and Dots? Option A. Good manners, eating proper food, and doing something useful. Option B. Being lazy and sleeping all day long. And C option is helping others. So, as the answers are highlighted for your convenience, you can easily understand for the question 2, right answer is good manners, eating proper food, and doing something useful. Let's move on to the next question 3. Jenny Annie Dodds likes to be looked after by other people. You have to either tick yes or no. So the correct answer is no. After reading the statement, introspect it and understand the poem well, then you can tick the correct answer either on yes or no. Now, question 4. What was the similarity between the husband and the dervish? Option A. They both were humble. Option B. They both made plans for the future without considering the possibility that something bad could also happen. And option C. Both were dreamers. Obviously, they both were daydreamers and they both made plans for the future without considering the possibility that something bad could also happen. So, let's move on to question number 5. Why did the wife caution her husband about boasting? Option A. She was superstitious. Option B. We cannot control everything. And option C is only God knows what will happen in the future. So the correct answer for question 5 is C. Only God knows what will happen in the future. Right? We cannot predict anything for the future. Only God knows what will happen in the future. So we should not be the daydreamers. We should always be ready to put ourselves into the action, not to think and think. We have to be very agile, active, and smart to achieve the best result. Right? So, question 6. Complete the following blanks. Here, you are given the statements which are to be completed by all of you. Statement A. The police were surprised when they realized how Missy May escaped. Because dash. So the answer is she was saved by a talking bird, right? B statement is Crazy Coot was not an ordinary pet because dash. Here I have written the answer as Crazy Coot was very intelligent, very smart, and very quick. Here the right answer is he was very intelligent and could speak like humans. Okay, Now, statement C. In the last stanza of the poem Trees, a little girl looks at the dash. Where does she look at? She looks at the cherries that are hanging from the tree. Isn't it? You have to memorize a poem because it can come in any form, like from stanza 1 it is us, can be stanza 2, stanza 3, or also the poet of the poem. Yes, it is very, very important. You must remember the poet who has written this poem, Trees. Right? Now, question D. The poem Trees is about dash. The poem Trees is about the effects of changing seasons on trees. You all know that seasons keep changing. One after the other, we find the different seasons and their effect is great. It makes a huge difference on the nature, on the trees. Here, this poem, Trees, is about the effects of changing seasons on trees. Now, statement E is lesson that the wife shared with her husband was that. What was that? Yes, you all know very well that she was averring her husband not to boast and not to be the daydreamers, as we should be thinking and putting into the effect. Nothing to keep sitting and thinking. That will not bring any good result. Here, lesson was being given by the wife to her husband that it is not wise to plan ahead for the future because you don't know the things that can happen for the future, right? Now, next statement is F. The dervish broke his jar because I have already discussed these all the things in our live class. Still, if you have not checked the answer and not understood anything, please recheck again and find out your attempt. Here, the correct answer should be while he was daydreaming of getting rich, he raised his stick so high that it broke his jar of honey, which he was going to use to get rich. Alright, so this was all about the dervish and what did he do with the jar as he was a daydreamer. Yes, he used to think to become a rich man and it was like his thinking. He used to think and used to lie down on the bed to bring the result. He was thinking to be rich very soon, but the result was something else. Now, the plans of the dervish and the husband were similar. What were their plans? Let's come to know. The plans of the dervish and the husband were similar because both were planning for things for the future without knowing that what would exactly happen. Both were same, so their plannings were also same. Now we will move on to the question 7. Answer the following questions. Write any two characteristics of the old Gumby cat. Here the answer is written in 2 points because we have learnt much about old Gumby cat. You all know she had a lot of characteristics. Here we are going to mention only two. Whatever you have remembered or you are able to introspect can be jotted down in the answer. First of all, you are supposed to read the statement, then correct the answer. Number 1, Jenny and Dot's contribution to the family is a secret for them. Yes. Second, Jenny and Dots ensures that even the mice do something useful for the family. Right, so these were the two characteristics which we have learnt from the poem The Old Gumby Cat. Now we will move on to second question. What was the reaction of the wife when she heard her husband's plans for their to be son? She cautioned her husband not to make plans ahead of time. Very, very important task what she used to advise her husband. She always cautioned her husband not to make plans ahead of time, should think about the future, should be strategic enough, should be planned enough, but should not be thinking about the future only. We should live in present, children. You all know that whatever you do today will bring your result according to your efforts. Here, question C. Why did the thief turn into stone? The answer is the thief stood as if he turned into stone when Crazy Could started speaking the dialogues followed by sirens and gunshots. The thief was surprised because he thought that besides the sleeping Missy May, he was alone in the room. He did not expect someone to catch him. So, this was all about Missime and Crazy Code. You all know the story. Need to make a mind map. Here you can write down the protagonist of the story and what happened in the story, what was the conclusion, then you can easily form the answer. Question D. What kind of birds are macaws? What is special about them? Macaws are a kind of South American parrot. They are of different colors. They are very intelligent and can also be taught to speak. So this was all special about macaws who were South American parrot. Yes. Now we will move on to our next question and the last question of this practice worksheet 1. We have asked you the meanings. In this question, you have to write the meaning, but in exam, there would be 4 options with 4 answers, right? You have to tick the correct answer of the word which has been asked to you. Like first is ignored. Its answer is did not pay attention. Second is ecstatic. Its answer is very happy. Third is nigh. It's old word of for near. D. Bacon, meat from the back or sides of a pig that has been preserved using salt or smoke. Right? And the last word is tatting, that means making a kind of knotted lace with cotton. Here, all the questions and their answers have been discussed. Now you will have to move on to next worksheet, that is practice worksheet 2. In this practice worksheet 2, you have to memorize all the tenses before going to attempt this worksheet. Right? I hope you all must have learned their structures, their usage, their examples, and now must be ready to attempt. Let's start. Tick the correct answer. First is was walking. Is dash. It could be a simple past tense verb form. It could be a present continuous verb form, and it could be a past continuous verb form. Now see children, those who remember all the tenses well, all the structures well, their usage well can tick the right answer quickly. Right? Here the correct answer is a past continuous verb form. As I have told you many a times before that ing is to be written with the first form of verb when there is continuous tense. Now, the next thing is you must be getting confused with whether it is a present continuous or a past continuous. Yes, here the point is clear. When the verb, that is helping verb, is was or were, then it means it is a past continuous verb form. But if in place of was we have written is, am, or are, then it could be present continuous verb form. I hope you are getting it and understanding it. Right? Now we will move on to the second question. Past tense indicates that the action takes place. When? When does the action takes place? When does the action take place here? Now A, answer is later, B is earlier, and C is now. The correct answer should be earlier. Okay, as we have mentioned about past tense, what has happened earlier. That is about past tense. Now question 3. The future perfect verb form of read is future perfect verb form. You have to remember the structure of future perfect verb form. Yes, I have already told you will plus have plus third form of verb. Now option A will reading, option B will have read, option C will be reading. So the correct answer should be will have read. Right? Number 4, the past form of teaches. Teaches, teaching, or taught. Here you are given three options and the correct answer for teach is taught. Right? If it is past participle, then also the answer will remain the same. Okay? Now we will move on to question 5. The simple present verb form of go is. What could be the right answer for go if you are asked to attempt for simple present tense? You all know in the simple present case, if the verb is uh, go like this, there would be many different verb in the exam. Okay, many different verbs. Now you have to find out the tense and its structure. Here the tense is simple present verb, so the correct answer should be going, will go, or goes. The correct answer should be goes. Now question 6. Neetu was having her breakfast at 9 o'clock. Name the kind of tense. Could it be simple past, past continuous, or past perfect? Yes, the right answer is past continuous tense. Like I have written was having. Here was depicts the past tense and also ing written with the main verb have. Now the right tense for this sentence, Neetu was having her breakfast at 9 o'clock, is past continuous tense. Question number 7. The fishermen have come back from Sri Lanka. Mention the kind of tense. Now notice the verb or the subject. You have to find out two things quickly. When any sentence is given to you, you have to find out the subject and the verb. Here the subject is the fisherman and the verb is have. This is a helping verb and come is a main verb. So what could be the right answer? As I have already told you, that has or have is written in present perfect tense. So this is a present perfect tense. And remember that three forms of verb, this is come here. In this case, the past form is came and past participle is come. This query should be always clear, as many of you are getting confused that the third form should also be came. No, it is wrong. It should be come, have come back from Sri Lanka. The correct answer is present perfect tense. Let's move on to question 8. Tick the correct subject in the sentences. Following sentences are given with the different words which are underlined. In the first sentence, Rahul was cleaning his car. The word underlined is Rahul. In the second sentence, the word underlined is was. And in the third sentence, cleaning his car. So this way you have to be very much clear with all these things, that what could be the subject and the predicate. Here the correct answer is Rahul. Rahul was cleaning his car. So the correct subject in the following sentences is Rahul was cleaning his car. I have told you that in the declarative sentences, we have to find out the noun or pronoun which could be the subject for the given sentence. Here, the word Rahul is a noun. If you are clear with all the parts of speech, there are 8 parts of speech: noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, interjection, conjunctions, prepositions, right? So this way you have to find out which part of speech it is. It is a noun. Yes. So noun is a subject. Question number 9. Tick the appropriate predicate in the following sentences. Go and fetch me a glass of water. The sentences are same, but the words which are underlined are different. Yes. In the first case, go is underlined. In second case, go and fetch is underlined. And in third case, go and fetch me a glass of water. The complete part is underlined, which is a predicate. I have told you in the case of imperative sentences, subject is not mentioned. It is always omitted. Why do we omit? Because it is a order. It can be a order because please is not written and it couldn't be advised. In the imperative sentences, we either express a request or advice or order. Here we have written this sentence in the form of order. Go and fetch me a glass of water, where the subject is not mentioned. It is understood that subject is omitted. It is you. Yes, you is not written, so that is the subject. Here, go and fetch me a glass of water is a predicate. Let's move on to the next question. Complete the following with the correct homophones in the given sentences. Right? Here, 2 to 3 questions are based on homophones which are to be understood well and then tick the correct answer. What is a taxi fare from your home to your office? First is FARRE, second is FAIRR, third is FARE. So the correct answer for FAIR, it should be replaced with FARE. Okay, the correct answer is FARE, which is highlighted in the question 10. Question 11, what is your weight? Here this weight is not appropriate. Yes, the correct answer should be WEIGHT. It is the homophone of WAIT, weight, right? Now we will move on to question number 12. This bridge is made of steel. Here STEAL, which should be replaced with STEEL, steel. This bridge is made of STEEL, steel, which is one of the metals used to make bridges and many other things. Number 13. Let us meet someday at my home. Here MEEAT should be replaced with MEET, meet. Alright. Now question 14. I want to have a piece of paper to write a letter. Here the options are PIECE, PEACE and PEECE. The correct answer should be PIECE. Okay. Now 15th and the last question of this worksheet is the young man controlled the horse with rein. Here RAIN, rain, should be replaced with REIN, which is used to control the horse or hold the horse. Right? Now, this was all about the practice worksheet 2. This practice worksheet 2 is based on grammar questions, and practice worksheet 1 has been given with the literature part. Here, I hope all of you would have corrected it religiously and also analyzed your attempt and also understanding. So wish you all the very best for unit test 1. Thank you so much.